Hello, dear Scorpio. I am Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your May 2022 horoscope. And this is if you have a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising sign. You could feel the effects of this pretty strongly, especially because this month we're coming off of a new moon in your opposite sign of Taurus, and that was a partial eclipse. But the bigger news for you, Scorpio, is the full moon eclipse that happens on May 16th. And this is going to be in your first and seventh houses. And I'll talk about that in a second. But first, Venus moves into Aries, and that happens May 2nd, and that will activate your sixth house, attracting to you some busy task and to-do list, and maybe there's a health thing that you're looking at, and you're going to be forced to look at it through the lens of independent spirit, working maybe autonomously on some projects, or like I say, if there's a health issue that shows up for you, then you may be really dedicated and passionate about finding the solution, and you may have to fight for it. You may be the one that says, only I can get the second opinions, or I can work to get my family to support me, but I have to do all the research for it and that sort of thing, and have those conversations. Now, it's not just your health here in the sixth house. It also has to do with rituals or ceremonies. It's where we're devoted. And so what you may find is that you learn to devote some time for self-care, some time for mental health, or some time for the ability to look at what's inside of you and say, how do I do what I do really well? And then express it in acts of service or ways in which people who are dependent on me know that I'm devoted to them. This is also a great placement for you to start new healthy habits. So if you've been looking to spruce up your inner self, your physical self, whatever it might be, starting these new habits are a great time to do it with Venus here. Now, Mercury retrogrades in Gemini on May 10th, just as Jupiter moves into your sixth house in Aries. And Jupiter is our planet of luck and fortune. It's our teacher. It's the one for growth and optimism. And so what you may find is that you have an expanded list of activities or projects that have to be done, or you find yourself extremely inspired to get your health in order. So if you felt a little lull or lackluster in some of your health goals, or getting some of the tasks accomplished with Jupiter here, you should be able to have the energy and optimism to do that. You may also find that others can teach you maybe how to do certain things in a better way. And so that can help with processes and things like that. With Mercury retrograde in Gemini affecting your eighth house, this could give you an opportunity to revisit some of those things about trust or intimacy, or what is it that you value that lines up with other people's values as well. And you may have to look at this from the lens of, let's say, projects at work or your coworkers. It's like, do I really trust them? Do I trust myself in this? And if I do, how can I deepen the relationship? How can I learn from them? How can they learn from me? And maybe we need to wrap up some projects and take our time to really go back and refine certain details and things like that. And the Scorpio full moon that I mentioned, your full moon, this gives you a chance to release whatever you wrap up out into the world where others can see it and support it. And maybe if you're launching something that you've been working on for a while, it's perfectly fine with a Mercury retrograde, and you put it out into the world. Maybe it's a soft launch and you get, some beta feedback and things like that. Now, the other thing with the full moon, and it is, God bless you, Scorpio. You've been having that square to Uranus and Saturn, and I know that sometimes that has created some frustrations for you, but I really feel as though this full moon can have you releasing and letting go of any relationship dynamics that don't serve you, and being able to bond deeper with the ones that do. And if for some reason you've been stuck in a third party situation, or you feel like there's been some secrets withheld from you, this is a time where you may find those out and you have to deal with them. It also has a good indication that you can partner with someone, say in the professional realm, that can boost yourself, that can boost your ability to shine and to lead and to be part of whatever efforts are near and dear to your heart. Now, the sun enters Gemini on May 21st. This is in your 8th house. So you may be really energized after the sun enters Gemini here to connect with those that have meaning to you, to go deeper, you may have some relationships, a friendship or a romantic relationship that has come back from the past that just needs to have some soothing, or maybe there was trust and betrayal issues that need to be healed. This is a time where that can happen. You may be really energized to say, you know what, I want to have more fun, and maybe more fun in the bedroom. We talk about intimacy, and you spice some things up. And then we have Mars entering Aries shortly after this, activating more of your 6th house. You may be fighting for your coworkers or fighting for a particular role that you really want to play, or you may have to protect, and you may have to energize something around your daily task or your health. But I really sense that for you, Scorpio, this is more about your coworkers and being able to work with them, being able to grow your business, or if you're working for somebody, that you get to grow your presence and be that reliable, steady force that people are looking to rely upon, and you get to do it in your own unique way. I think you're going to be very passionate about good habits, about helping others, and getting them, especially if you work in the health industry, getting them to also become better versions of themselves. This is a self-development house, and with Mars here, you may find yourself really driven to get this done. And then we have Venus making her ingress and move into Taurus, further activating your 7th house around a Gemini new moon in your 8th house on the 30th. And so there's going to be a lot of activity around that Memorial Day weekend where you can really love deeply, and you can find the bonded emotional bonding and confidence that you need in order to feel safe, in order to feel secure in your relationships. If you're partnered with somebody and they're going through some sort of health issue, or they're going through some sort of crisis, you have the opportunity to ground and anchor them and to give them the support that they really need. You may also find that your partner wants to lavish you with love, with the appreciation that you truly deserve. If you're single, Scorpio, and you're looking for love, this is a beautiful time with Venus entering Taurus in that 7th house and this Gemini new moon to really set the intentions to meet the right person. You don't want just any relationship. You want the right relationship. And you want the one that allows you to feel safe and allows you to feel protected and bonded. And that's what I would say moving into June, you'll start to see. But for now, these are just little tastes and pins on the map that circulate. Enjoy yourself this last weekend of May. And if, again, you're in a bonded relationship, share your love. Let people know how you feel about them. This isn't just romantically, it's also with friendships and family. Because you know what? Excuse me, life is too short. So no regrets, because that's the one thing we can't get back. All right, Scorpio, I hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Come find me at jamiedawn.com. I look forward to hearing how the month goes. Take care.